All right, folks, welcome back to the Night's Watch. I'm Jacob.
I'm Alex.
And Alex, it's kind of been an eventful week.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Seven in a row, man.
7 in a row. We had the first iteration of the Marner Bowl. Shit, where do you want to start?
Let's start at the beginning.
Logical.
We talked after the Sharks game with Tyler.
Yes.
After
the vibes were pretty high and
BTA on the Sharks, right?
Belt to ass, all-time domination against that team. But Alex, did you know that one time in a playoff game we let up 3 power play goals?
Yeah, on a major.
Oh my god.
Not one time. We've won a cup since then, and what's the record now? 35 and ridiculous number.
It's funny. It kind of all comes together. I'm also looking at your champions wall piece on the wall right now. Very nice. But it is funny that game was kind of like San Jose's version of a Stanley Cup.
Yep.
And I feel like increasingly less people remember or care.
Yeah.
And then the game against Toronto on Thursday, that was kind of Toronto's version of a Stanley Cup. And much like every other big game, they choked and they lost.
Because it boils down to it doesn't fucking matter in the grand scheme of things, right? So, with the Sharks went, yeah, you guys beat us in that cup run, right? Yeah, you beat us.
You beat us in the first round 8 years ago.
But guess who's won a cup since then? The Golden Knights has. Guess who has not? The Sharks have never won a cup. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. You cannot bring up that stat of, 5-minute major.
You remember that time Barclay Goodrow? I'm like, well, where's Barclay Goodrow now?
Fucking plays for the
Actually, he's back in San Jose, isn't he?
Is he? Yeah,
he went to the Rangers, then back to San Jose.
He is.
Good
He
for
is.
him.
Right.
Good for him. They're hunting for a wild card spot. Good
Exactly.
For him.
Hey, they are.
He might see the playoffs before his career ends again.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. He's an agitator. But since the Sharks game, we played the Kings, the Leafs, and the Predators. We beat the Kings in overtime. That was
the only game where it ever felt in doubt.
Yes.
Where I was like, okay, it's like the Kings.
They had a lot of players out, and so do we. We had a lot of guys out, but they had a lot of bigger guys out. They had Anze Kopitar out. They had
basically their entire second line was out.
Oh yeah, totally. And Corey Perry's been out. Yeah.
And just beyond that, it's like, well, the Kings. For years now, it's like, oh, we're a better team than them, but somehow every time we play them, they fucking beat us.
Yes.
So I've almost been conditioned to be like, okay, well, they're gonna beat us.
How good is Brandt Clark?
Dude, he looked. I picked him up on my fantasy team. He's been helping out a lot.
Drew Doughty. They need to have Drew Doughty retire now.
Yeah, he's probably. Well, that's the thing. He wasn't bad in our game against him anyway.
But then they put him out in overtime, and we immediately burned him.
Yeah, but you can say that about.
But Drew Doughty's also just a good. He's been good forever.
I say you can say that about our guys too.
True.
3-on-3 is not real hockey. You know what I mean? It's a novelty. But the point being though, when he does retire, they do have an heir apparent. Which is
Brandt Clark has been great. So let's talk about the game. So obviously the Kings was the first game. We've talked about Quentin Byfield a lot on this podcast. We've talked about Quentin Byfield a lot separately, just in person with multiple friends. Is he ever going to do anything? He's always right there. You can see the talent, and you can see... watching that game, you could see how scary this kid is and how much he can just blow the game up if he wanted to. But he has no... I don't know. I mean, he's got no... What's the word for it? Second option for when he gets immediately shut down by somebody. He's got he's got the speed, the talent, the puck handling. He's got everything you want him to do. But then I don't know, maybe it's more of being spoiled by watching a Connor McDavid or a Jack Eichel just beat through a kind of a defensive press where Shea Theodore or somebody will just shut him down and make the right play.
He's big, he's fast, he's skilled, and every time he's out there against us, he's doing shit. But when you look at the numbers overall, like I think you want a little more scoring.
Yes, definitely.
And it kind of begs the question. I'm like, okay, is he like? I think he's closer to like a Rupe Hentz than he is to like a Jack Eichel,
Which is not a bad comparison, right?
Like a lot of teams would love to have Byfield as their 1C, but a lot of other teams would be like, okay, you would be the 2C on our team. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's also the thing is like any team would love to have him as your 2C, 1C, but he's got to be the heir apparent to Anze Kopitar, right?
I don't want to say he'll never be Anze Kopitar, but Kopitar is such a special talent.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, right now, it's like, okay, you're not going to be prime Kopitar or Dion Phaneuf or you know what I mean, like, and that's fine. I think if they had another center behind them, it would kind of mitigate that. Like I said, like in Dallas, you got Rupe Hintz, and then fucking who's their 2C? Fucking Duchesne.
Matt Duchesne, and then Barubo plays center if he wants to.
Yeah, and even like before we got Eichel, it's like, okay, you got Carlson and Steven. That's not a bad 1-2 punch. Like, I would never write him off. Like I said, I think a lot of teams would be happy to have him as their 1C.
Yep.
But he's never. I don't think he's going to hit that elite level.
He's always going to be a very good 2C.
He's never going to hit S tier. He'll probably be A tier.
Yeah.
But he's never going to hit that S tier. Yeah. And I think that was kind of apparent the more our game against them went on, where it's like, well, when you're not on the ice, like, and you could tell their coach was juggling the lines towards the end of the game.
The less Byfield, Kempe, and Fiala were on the ice, the worse the team looked, right?
Yeah.
The more Vegas, the more we got chances against them, because just there's no depth behind Byfield, Turcotte, Fiala, Kempe.
Yeah.
Without Kopitar, without Perry, without Moore.
Like Kopitar was out, Perry was out, Moore was out.
Trevor Moore, yeah.
And yeah, I still really love I really love Byfield. I think what happens a lot when you're a high pick is you're kind of a victim of your own hype or a victim of your own reputation, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it just begs the question, when you're not on the ice, what do you have to put out against an Eichel, a Hurdle, a McDavid? Look at that. Well, why has Edmonton been so successful? Well, what's their 1-2 punch? McDavid and Draisaitl. Okay, two of the best players in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
But that being said, overall, that was a good game. It was low scoring. It was low event. A lot of people don't like games like that. I do, because I like watching kind of like the chess match play out.
I do, yeah. Especially two well-coached and defensively structured teams.
Yes, LA is a great defensive team. They've been struggling to score, and we saw that firsthand.
Yep.
But I thought that was a great game.
I do too. That felt like a playoff game.
And frankly, like, not more than the Toronto game. We'll get to that right now, but that was one of the more satisfying wins in a while, where it's like, okay, it's not a blowout, it's not whatever. It's not
beating Columbus 5-3, St. Louis 4-2.
Yeah.
Beating the dog shit out of San Jose. Like,
it was a true divisional fucking close in the standings. Like, we're gonna grind it out. Yep. It's gonna get ugly. What do we have in the tank here?
Yep.
I really liked it, but we can't bury the lead too much, Alex. I think
the number one here is the Toronto game.
The massive event of this week, that Toronto game.
First game, Mitch Marner's first game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was headlined all week. So both games during the week were on national television.
Yes.
LA, we played on TNT prime time, the only game at that time on prime time. Toronto, prime time on ESPN, only game on primetime television national broadcast.
And it was national in Canada as well.
Canada as well. That's a good point. So this is Canada. This was in the States. this is the only game you can watch at 7 p.m. right now, anywhere at any time, or 10 p.m. whatever.
They even pushed the start time to a little earlier, so Toronto fans could
6:30. Yeah,
could get their sleepy buys.
So it started at like 6:40, 6:45 because I think it was like Philly Columbus or Philly Buffalo, whatever it was before it.
What an important game.
Oh yeah, Buffalo's been crazy.
What an important game.
Yeah, but they pushed back 10 minutes, so this game started a little late, but started about 6:45. And it's everything you want. It's Marner's first game against his old team. His old team's getting asked all these questions. Matthews doesn't want to be answering any questions about Marner anymore.
That was the thing that first thing we should talk about, that interview with fucking whoever, where they, I don't know, did you see the clip of Marner firing the puck? Yeah. And they asked him about it, and he was just like, yeah, I think I'm done with the Mitch questions. And honestly, I don't blame him. I do not blame him.
He's not on your team anymore. I don't blame him. But also in the opposite sense of this guy, they put the stat on during the broadcast. Mitch Marner and Mitch Marner has assisted on 100 more fucking goals than any other player on the Leafs from Austin Matthews. Mm-hmm. And you can tell Austin Matthews is missing Mitch Marner.
Yeah.
This is the lowest goals up to this point he's had in his career. You could tell he's missing Mitch Marner. But, the game's played. Obviously, Toronto's taking the lead. They're kind of pushing hard.
When we went down by 2 the first time, I was like, oh, fuck.
And Aiden Hill wasn't. This is Aiden Hill's first game back.
I'll say we shouldn't let that be lost in all this. It was Aiden Hill's first game back since October
20th, I think.
Yeah, and it's so funny. I mentioned this earlier, of all the drama we've gone through with goaltending, and
and this is also Carter Hart's week to week now.
Exactly. It's like
they put him on IR.
You sign Carter Hart. We've fucking talked about that to death. Everyone knows how we feel about it. Did you know that Carter Hart is statistically one of the worst goalies in the league?
-7 something.
Well, thank God we're giving him $2 million.
Great.
Anywho,
could be worse. Could be Jordan Bennington.
Could
be giving a lot more money.
Could be worse. But anywho, point being, it is funny that with all these storylines and goaltending that we've had, and you sign Hart, you bring up Lindbaum, he doesn't do quite what you expect he's going to do. Hey, guys are up, guys are down.
Quick aside, Carl Lindbaum, AHL All-Star.
He did. He made the All-Star team.
He's a top 5 goaltender in the AHL in terms of goals against and save percentage. He's a fantastic, and he's still super young.
Yeah, I'd say he's a little too early for him for the big league.
Yeah.
But point being, it is kind of funny how after all this, we're now in January, and who are our 2 goalies? Why, it's Aiden Hill and Akira Schmid,
right?
Just as we started October with.
So obviously that Toronto game got off to a bad start, right? Hill didn't make good saves. Defense wasn't playing well enough. We're getting kind of bodied by the offense, which is Matthews, Nylander, Tavares, Nyes, Domi, right? And I think a turning point in that game is when Hill made that nasty-ass
Scorpion save
where he kicked.
By the way, I think we need a new nickname for Aiden Hill, because before we signed him, when he was still in San Jose, he had a nasty Scorpion save in one of those games. It went viral, and when we signed him, honestly, I thought of that moment. I was like, oh, hey, this Aiden Hill guy, he's not bad. I would love to have him in the system. I think we need to start calling him the fucking Scorpion King.
Dude, he's making these crazy back kick saves, dude.
Aiden Hill, fucking Scorpion King, bro.
I need when I do that, I'll put this into a short, but I need to fucking Photoshop his face on the Scorpion King body from that shitty
CGI. Yeah. Instead of The Rock doing the face, it's just Aiden Hill smiling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, I think that save really turned the game around, because he played a lot better after that save. Yeah, he let a couple more in after that, but I
think it was pretty clear to me anyways, as the game, he got better as the game went on. And Cassidy even said something afterwards. He was like, well, yeah, he looked like he hadn't played since October, which he hasn't. He hadn't played since October.
And he's playing the Leafs. The Leafs have been a lot better. They've been scoring a lot more. And it was the first team that beat beat the Avs at home.
Yeah.
They beat the Avs at home 2 nights before that, I think.
And then the Nashville was the second time to do that. But we'll get to that later.
But
yeah.
That game was we were down 2 goals 2 or 3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
2 goals. We were down by at least 1 4 times. We were down by 2 3 times.
Yeah, and then
basically we trailed the entire fucking game.
For all 30 of you that listen to this podcast, both Jacob and I were very sour in the moment at the time.
Well, okay, so we didn't watch this game together.
No, we watched it separately.
I was at Mojave Brewing.
I was here at home.
Our good friend Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
And who else was there? Was Lance there? I think Lance was there.
Lance and Kyler were there, right?
Yeah, Kyler was there. He was doing trivia. Then he came over. Point being, I was like, okay, it's Thursday. I usually don't drink on Thursdays, but this is a big game.
Yeah, big game.
And then, were you here at home?
Yes.
Yeah, and point being, we were both pretty sour separately across the valley. And we're kind of, after the second goal went in, I think I texted you, I was like, it's over.
Yeah, yeah. No,
and then I think
we're both like, pull him. Pull Hill now.
I'd say third goal, I was like, pull him. And then fourth goal, pull.
Yeah.
Cassidy is a smarter man than you or I.
Absolutely.
He kept him in there, and it fucking worked out. But holy shit, man. The emotion in this game. Another thing to mention, my mom and my sister were in attendance in person before the game even started. My sister, who is a Knights fan, but not like diehard like we are, she knows the basics, but she's mainly there for the vibes. She texted me before the game started, and she said, there's a lot of Canadians here, and they're all really obnoxious.
Yep.
And I was like,
Leafs fans, man.
That sounds right. That sounds about right.
No, I sent a text to the group the group chat. I was like, because every time Marner touched the puck, you could hear very loud boos.
Yeah.
And the ESPN broadcast, like, they're booing their team, and one of the other guys like, that's not Vegas. That's Leafs fans that are in
Vegas
town.
fan doesn't boo their fans don't boo their players the way Toronto fans.
And so I sent a message. I'm like, I mean, sometimes I love the Fortress. Obviously, like, gets loud, it's crazy. There's moments where the place sounds like a fucking mausoleum. And those opposing fans, Leafs fans travel well regardless. Last year when Marner was on the Leafs, there was so many fucking Leafs fans in that arena. They will travel very well.
One of the moments that solidified my absolute lifelong hatred for Edmonton was in the playoffs in our cup year in game 1. I was not there, but
oh yeah, this is one with your mom and Larry. Yep.
Yeah, they related the story to me. And we lost that game. We got humiliated in that game.
I remember.
And they were coming down the escalator to leave. Mm-hmm. And there was a crowd of Edmonton fans at the bottom of the escalator pointing at the Vegas fans coming down going, shame, 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 shame. And when they told me that, I was so fucking upset. And I was like, holy fuck. I was like, I will never forget this. Nope. I will... till the day I die, laugh at every failure that Edmonton has, including when Connor McDavid leaves in a year.
Yeah. No, I mean, Canadian fans are obnoxious. I have had one good interaction with a Canadian team. Conveniently, I told you about the story. I've told it on this podcast probably multiple times before. There's a couple of guys who were just like talking about hockey and just Oilers fans, and they're just like, yeah, these kids don't know the pain.
Yeah.
These guys are like in their 40s and they're like, yeah, they don't know the pain.
These kids that grew up in the McDavid era, they don't know the pain.
They don't know the pain of how bad it was.
Post Gretzky until McDavid.
No, exactly. And that's probably the only positive interaction I have had with a Canadian fan or a Canadian hockey sports fan. I've never interacted with a Jets fan. I've care not to interact with a Leafs fan.
Same.
Because they just piss me off so much. We've talked about it before, but like prior to the Marner signing, the Leafs weren't very high on my list of hate.
Yeah.
Like even like they were probably towards the bottom with Ottawa and like Winnipeg. Like obviously Edmonton's way up there, Calgary's there because they're in our division.
Yeah, to me it was always Edmonton, Calgary, and Montreal.
Yes,
that playoff series and how fucking obnoxious they get.
But dude, this with Marner coming here, they've moved up to 2 for me. It's Edmonton and then Toronto.
Honestly, like, so valid.
Yeah. Edmonton, I'll always hate number 1, obviously, for very valid reasons. If you're listening to this podcast, we all
Fuck you, Edmonton.
Fuck you. We all have very valid reasons to hate Edmonton. But, man, the Toronto fucking butt hurt.
They're so obnoxious. And I mentioned this earlier tonight. I was like, holy shit, man. Like, I really wish that, like, a psychology grad student would, like, write a 20-page paper on the psychology of Toronto hockey fans. Because, like, they are so fucked up, man.
They will pay $200. Let's say on average, let's say $150 a ticket to come to Vegas. And
just to boo Mitch Marner.
Just the ticket. And now you're also paying the flight, which is probably round trip, give or take $400, $500 for a pair of people. Mm-hmm. And then the hotel. So you're probably paying upwards of $1,000 to come to Vegas, boo Mitch Marner.
And then you're risking getting fucking brutalized by ICE agents.
Yeah, you're risking getting brutalized at fucking customs in the airport.
You're risking customs searching your phone for Charlie Kirk memes.
Exactly. And just to boo Mitch Marner because he chose to sign with another team.
It's pure insanity. And it's funny because after this game, I did see a lot of comments. Well, we don't hate Mitch.
Bullshit.
We just hate how he decided to leave. And I'm like,
what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He's a free agent.
And by the way, he didn't even sign here in free agency. It was a sign and trade.
Yeah.
Technically, Mitch Marner got traded to the Knights.
And he signed here for $12 million. He picked the place he wanted to go.
And that's within his right. Okay, if Toronto really wanted to maximize his value in all this, they should have traded him before his full no-trade move kicked in. It was only for 1 year. It was the last year. They had every opportunity. Well, that's why Kyle Dubas got fired.
He should have got traded.
Kyle Dubas after
1 to 2 years ago.
When they got eliminated by Florida, Kyle Dubas was like, "We need to make a change. Hey, we got a superstar. His NTC is about to kick in. Let's trade him now and get assets." Brendan Shanahan fucking fired his ass for even trying to do that.
If they traded Mitch Marner to any team, they could have gotten a fucking just the haul of a century.
They could have traded him to Dallas and gotten fucking Robertson.
They would have gotten Robertson. They would have
first.
They would have gotten Robertson. What's his name? He's on my fantasy team. Johnson. They would have got Robertson, Johnson, a first, maybe Thomas Harley. Like they would have gotten a fucking haul for this guy.
Yeah, maybe not all three of them, but they certainly would have gotten a star and some assets.
They would have gotten at least fucking Jason Robertson and a couple of firsts, or Jason Robertsons, and like
apparently he's up for trade, by the way. We'll worry about that later. Anyway,
kick the brakes on that, or kick the wheel on that one. But okay, this game back and forth. Crazy comeback. There was a Dory called back hat trick. I feel bad for all those fans that threw their hat for that goal. I feel so bad for them.
They got to have some kind of program where they like email people and be like, "Hey, by the way, if you threw your hat, come here at this time.
Is this your hat?
If you can describe it without seeing it, we'll give it to you."
Exactly. I feel bad about that one, but slowly climbing back. 7 seconds left in the game. 6-on-5. Multiple shots. Stone's down low. Feeds it to Eichel. And then back to Hurdle. Matthew Knies without a stick.
Do you know why he was up without a stick? Because before that play took place, Eichel fired a fucking rocket.
And broke his stick.
It said Knies blocked it. It broke Knies' stick.
Okay.
And then the puck leaked out back to us.
Yeah, leaked out to us and then went down to Stone, up to Eichel, and then Eichel, wide open lane. No Leaf player stick or Leaf player in that lane.
Because the only player
would have been
Knies, and he didn't have a stick.
Straight to Hurdle, and Hurdle just straight in. Goal. 7 seconds left. Beautiful play. Fucking
dude, when I tell you the brewery erupted, multiple high fives,
I
yelling, screaming, fucking.
That play, I was yelling at my house, and
like I said, I usually don't I try not to go out during the week in an effort to save money and also
Calories.
save calories and save my liver. But that was such a game where I was like, I gotta go.
I should have gone, yeah. But
by the way, Mojave Brewing, the lager, $5 pours.
Yeah, Mojave, $5 pours on the Ready Lager 1.
Ready Lager 1.
Great beer.
But yeah, that's literally all I drank that night. And guess what? I got drunk anyway.
Yeah, so fun. and then that goal was insane. Gets us to overtime. And the overtime is kind of like even to start. Excuse me. More Toronto at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then excuse me, sorry. And then a breakout just happens.
Yeah, it was it was a 2-on-1, right? With
Theo
Stone and Theo.
Right?
And as I'm watching it, I'm like, holy shit, it's happening. Stone passes it, and then it gets broken up, and I was like, fuck.
And Stone controlled the puck like behind the net, and then out of like fucking a god's fucking like gift to like
Eichel just appeared out of fucking nowhere.
It was Matthews also just stopped skating.
He was fucking gassed.
He was definitely. He was on the ice for a long time, but Jack just appears out of nowhere, and Stone's like, perfect. Feeds it to him, forehand, backhand.
I still can't, and granted, this is a product of us watching it on television. I didn't see exactly what happened. All I saw was a 2-on-1. It fails. Usually a 2-on-1 in overtime. When it fails, you're like, oh my god, the other team's going to recover it and go the other way for an odd man rush. And how many times has that happened to us this year? You know, I'm like, oh my god, it's the way my stomach dropped when that puck.
Oh yeah, I thought
when that puck didn't connect, I was like, oh my god, we're done.
I thought Matthew Knies or somebody's going to immediately pick it up and just take it 2-on-0.
But no, like a goddamn fucking hero,
God's gift,
of the Greek
no,
mythic era.
You know what it was?
Eichel just appears out of frame.
You know what it was? We both are massive Lord of the Rings fans. It's the end of the Two Towers.
I already knew.
We're Gandalf
fucking
and
dawn of the second day or whatever.
And it just appears on the hill.
To the east.
Yeah, and they come riding down.
That's literally what it felt like.
That's literally what it was.
Suddenly, puck goes to Eichel. Oh my god!
Forehand, backhand, addresses a wall.
Straight down Broadway.
Like you weren't gonna stop that. Like Wool had to make an incredible save, like incredible stretch to stop it.
Why doesn't Eichel do that on the shootout?
That's a good point.
Jack, if you're listening, try that on the shootout next time.
He undressed Wool and wins.
And the fucking roof popped off that building.
It was.
You could tell, even though it was ESPN with their shitty audio mixing,
so loud.
You could tell the roof fucking popped off that building.
Yeah, it was electric in that barn.
All those Toronto fans that were booing, real fucking quiet.
Yeah. Yep.
Real quiet.
Yep. It was I obviously it's regular season. That was the 6th win in a row. Let's keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's a win you have to have.
That was the biggest game of the year so far.
Absolutely. No,
straight up biggest game of the year so far.
Unquestioned biggest game of the year so far. And
when they talked to Marner afterwards, he literally said straight up, he's like, well, that game meant a lot to me, and they knew it meant a lot to me, and I forget the exact words, but like the message I got from it was basically like, yeah, they knew it meant a lot to me and they backed me up, you know? Like,
well, Lance sent it in the chat. Let me find it. Jack said something about it too. Hold on. Let me find the exact quote. Here we go. Jack Eichel on winning the game for Mitch Marner. We know how much it means to him, and because it means that much to him, it means that much to us too.
Yeah. Exactly.
You want to hear that in the locker room.
I was about to say, that is a strong fucking locker room.
Exactly.
It's the opposite of
the Rangers.
The Rangers and what was the one that I shared with you earlier?
The Senators. Senators. It was Jake Sanderson talking about Levi Merrillainen.
Oh, well, you need more 10 saves if you want to win a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
brutal.
Yeah, it's you want to hear that from your locker room about how you want to support your new player and a guy that came from a toxic environment.
But Alex, Mitch Marner, this Mitch Marner guy, he's a prima donna. He's a diva. He's a spoiled little brat. No one likes him.
He's a Locker room cancer?
A locker room. So is Jack Eichel.
Yeah.
Did you hear?
I heard about that.
Did you know this, Alex? Have you heard about this? Have you heard about?
Yeah, I heard
Jack Eichel.
He was terrible for the locker room and the other players.
Yeah, no one likes him.
No.
Yeah, no one likes Mitch Marner either. That's why the team played so hard for both of them in those return games.
Yeah, that's why the team won the cup the year after he got traded to the team, right?
Well, Alex, I mean, come on,
Doesn't count, right? Because it was the same year that he was traded in. We only let him get his neck surgery.
He was a locker room cancer, and they all just decided to ignore that.
And we only none of the fans in Vegas just don't follow Mitch Marner around the city and yell at him for losing a game and harass him and his family, tell him we're gonna kill him and normal stuff, right?
I was talking to Tyler about this earlier today, and I was like, so many Toronto fans, they either bitch about Mitch Marner or they say, well, I'm cool with Mitch, but it's his agent and his dad that are the troublemakers.
I don't know his agent's name. I don't know his agent's name.
That is literally the point that came up. I was like, because I said something like, oh yeah, they all just hate Paul Marner. And Tyler just like shrugged. He's like, I didn't even know the guy's name was Paul.
No.
And I was like, yeah, because you're a normal fucking sports fan. Like the guys in Toronto, they all know fucking Marner's entire fucking family tree.
For some fucking reason.
And they all like follow him around and like analyze their interactions with people. I'm like, holy fuck, man. Holy fuck.
I don't care.
Don't care.
I don't.
You know what was a fun touch though? Did you notice that his whole time with us so far, Mitch Marner has not had a letter on his jersey? Toronto game, he had the A.
The A?
He
I like
the
it.
A.
And that's...
You know what that tells me? That tells me the coaching staff. That, and then the fact that every period Cassidy started with the Marner line playing center against Matthews. It doesn't sound like a lot, but little things like that is when a team feels like their coach believes in them.
Yeah, and they believe in a guy that plays the game right.
Yes.
Mitch Marner plays the game right. I saw the dumbest fucking thing in the world. So, obviously, with Reddit, I'm on it too much. I need to get off of it because it's pissing me off too much.
Get off your phone, Alex.
I need to get on my phone more.
It's poisoning you.
But it was some kind of fucking secondary leaf. I don't know what the fuck it was. Some fucking cesspool. And it was like a Marner thing. And it was like, oh, here's his points. And this is like, what do you think about this? Not very good. There's like some like dumb fun comments like, oh, well, this and this. And I saw one where they're like, guys, are you all just fucking stupid? Like, he's over a point per game. He's playing both sides.
He's playing fucking center.
He's playing center on the team. It was one comment. It was like, well, he's got to play center there. So they guys had to move him because he maybe wasn't playing the wing very well. And it was the Leafs fans like, guys, you're fucking the stupidest people I've ever read in my life.
There's never a situation where someone's not playing the wing well. And they go, you know what will fix this? We're going to play him at center. Never.
He is such an elite player that he can play center and play it well. And, once Howden's back, whenever guys come back, he won't have to do that. Mm-hmm. But he is just elite.
Yeah.
He's over a point per game right now. He's scoring goals. He's shooting. He's assisting. He's playing.
That's one thing we didn't mention in the LA game, that power play goal where he just activated and just walked into the middle. Do that more, Mitch.
He did that tonight.
Do that more.
On 5-on-5. We'll get to tonight. But he's doing everything you want him to do, defensively, offensively. He's playing the penalty kill. He's on the power play. He's playing in... Now you have two lines of guys that can play in important moments instead of one. I mean, obviously we don't hear it from Knights fans because Knights fans they're like, okay, we're having fun. It's the criticism of Leafs fans of like, well, we didn't need him anyways. I'm like, no, you did. You do.
You did. Well, what really sold it for me was one, all the big hockey. Everyone watched that game. All the big hockey accounts were posting about it.
There's the only game on.
The Empty Netters, they posted a hilarious clip. It was Dan like narrating the
I love when he does that.
Like the end of regulation and then OT, but they put Moonlight Sonata in the background. So it just felt like a fucking mafia movie.
Oh my god.
A mafia movie where the Golden Knights just fucking topped the Toronto Maple Leafs.
The one of Biz Biz narrating
exactly.
it too.
And
that
the
was
other
killing
one,
me.
Biz was that killed me. Well, one, because when Eichel got the puck, he's like, "Look at that edge work, boy! Damn!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, for real." But fuck, man,
that was a great game. That like you said, that's a homework game of the season. That's like that's a game, the best game. We were down 3 times in the game, came back.
Did you watch Cassidy's post game presser?
I did not.
Recommend you watch that, Alex. You got to watch these things.
I watch almost every one. I didn't watch things, man. Yeah,
we're doing a podcast. You got to be on top of these. I'm just joking. But no. Who was it? I forgot who, but the guy that works for NHL.com that covers the team, he asked Bruce basically like, what's the word that you would use to sum up this team? And Bruce is basically like, well, I don't know if I can come up with one word, but he just like paused for a long time, and he was like doing that thing where he just like pauses and like kind of looks off to the side, and he just said after a while, he's like, they hate to lose. He's like, this team hates losing.
I love that.
And he's like, they'll find ways to fucking elevate and escalate.
I love that.
And that I know we had our doubts about this team. Frankly, I still have some doubts about this team. Apparently, we're like deep in the Rasmus Andersson trades right now.
Hey, Mark Stone bobblehead. What matters in this team? It hurts to win.
Wow.
So it's the same concept. They hate to lose, so it's gonna hurt to win games.
Exactly.
And they're gonna go through that shit.
That was such a great logo during the Cup run.
Yeah.
But
no, I didn't watch it, but that's great. Like, yeah, you have to hate to lose games.
Mm-hmm. It's not enough to love winning. You have to hate to lose.
Yeah. And clearly they hate fucking losing, because then they turn around and come to the Predators. They start down 1-0, and then they beat the fucking brakes off this team.
Goddamn.
Okay. I know it was Justice and Noonan, but holy shit. It was like watching, like, so obviously there is the Seahawks 49ers game tonight. I'm a Seahawks fan.
You're a filthy Seahawks fan,
Filthy
Alex.
Seahawks fan, but the Seahawks went full belt to ass on the 49ers.
Them.
Just absolutely beat the dog shit out of them.
I'm not really a football fan. I know you're a Seahawks fan. My dad lives in Seattle. He's obviously a Seahawks fan. I was like, okay, I'll come watch the game with you. And I knew I was going to be late, but I walked in and I was like, oh my God, they're up 23 to fucking nothing. Holy shit.
Yeah. And then it just snowballed from there. Just beat the dog shit out of them. I thought it was going to be close, frankly. You know, a little tangent on football, but when flew back from Mexico, I was watching that game, the Seahawks and the 49ers. I think the game ended 13-10, so I was like, okay, I'm fully expecting this to be a nail-biter, super close.
Well, I know the Niners had a lot of guys out. Were they out in that game too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they were on that. It was the same rosters, essentially. George Kittle was out on the offense for the Niners, so that's a big piece. But same guys, you know, everything else was the same. Basically, they had Trent Williams back on offensive line. Trent Williams is the best lineman in the league, bar none. Incredible. He was back in the game tonight, and you know, I was fully expecting a very, very tight game. The game opened up on a Seahawks punt kick return. The first literally 2 seconds of the game, Seahawks kick return for a touchdown. I fucking lost my shit. You weren't even here. I don't think you even left your house yet. But no, you know, crazy game. And then we roll into the Predators game. They score first on a power play. And then from there,
we were trailing by 1 after the first period.
We were, and then it was only 2-1. Then we scored 2 goals in the second. It was only 2 goals in the second.
Well, even then, it's like after the first, you're like, okay, it's kind of a slow start, and you're like,
you could see them pushing.
You could, but it was, to me already, I was like, well, you know, we just had that big emotional game on Thursday.
Yep.
We're in a really fucking busy stretch of the schedule.
Oh,
really
man.
busy.
We
Brutally
play
busy.
We play Philly on Monday, and then Boston
It's basically every other day till like the Olympics.
and then we play Boston on Thursday. It's a back-to-back. Boston on Thursday, Toronto on Friday.
yeah.
Boston's been really good.
Yeah.
Lately.
That game in Toronto will be brutal.
Yes.
Circle that on my calendar. But point being,
Fucking 4 p.m.
Point being, if you look at the schedule, I was kind of like, this is kind of our scheduled loss. It's like right at we had that.
Well, it's something that was brought up a lot.
Big emotional game.
I don't know if you heard
Predators
them.
have been playing well. Like
I don't know if you heard them on the ESPN broadcast because you were at Mojave, but I heard them say it multiple times. It pissed me off. They're like, "Oh, Toronto played Utah, and that's kind of a schedule loss in the schedule." I'm like, "What are you guys talking about?" Like,
that was the first night of the back-to-back.
Yeah,
you're supposed to win those.
Yeah,
the second night of the back-to-back.
The Colorado game, you guys,
tired.
Yeah, those are scheduled. I'm like, okay, whatever. But this Predators game is like, I could see us losing this, right? Like, just the way it's all kind of falls in place and everything. And, go down 1-0 after the first. And then in the second, we score 2. We're like, okay, we're up. We're looking good. You never know. And then the third period happens. And,
explosion.
Just 5 goals in the third, man.
Explosion.
And this is all backstopped by Akira Schmid. And Akira has looked... Remember at the beginning of the season when we were like, oh, man, I'm a little worried about Aiden Hill and Akira Schmid. And as it turns out, Akira Schmid's the most consistent goaltender we've had.
He really has been.
And he's just looked great, man. Like,
I
he had a 9.28, 9.29 tonight.
It bears repeating that...
Made some great saves.
It bears repeating that Carter Hart is statistically one of the worst goalies in the league right now.
And Akira's playing better than him.
Yeah, and Aiden Hill, not that bad, but he hasn't been great. Granted,
he's played like 5 games this year.
Pretty small sample size.
Very.
But yeah, man, like it goes without saying. Actually, it doesn't. I'm going to say it. It should be said that Akira Schmid, without him in net, this team could be out of the playoffs.
Absolutely. Could you imagine if there's no Akira and it was Hart and Lindbaum?
Exactly. And we both believe in Lindbaum.
We do, but he's 22, 23 years old. He's a kid.
Clearly was not ready. He was a lot better in his last game.
Could you imagine if there was no Hill when Hart went down? It was Schmid. And there's no Schmid for those like 3 games. Could you imagine if it was Lindbaum and like Whitehead?
Yeah, Whitehead hasn't played an NHL game.
Whitehead's in his early 20s.
Yeah. So shout out to Akira Schmid, who, by the way, will be playing for Team Switzerland in the Olympics.
Yep. I think he's the only Swiss goaltender that's
in the NHL.
Yeah. So he'll probably be a starter.
Yeah, fucking...
Or the starter.
Good for him, man.
Good for him. But yeah, Schmidt's been great. He's got the most wins on this team.
Yeah, and he has...
best stats.
Very steady stats.
I would be very happy if we rolled into the playoffs with Aiden Hill and Akira Schmid.
Same. And it was funny because they asked Cassidy about him. He hasn't had a game where he had to stand on his head, but he also hasn't had a game where he didn't phrase it this way, but he was like, basically, he hasn't had a game where he blew it,
Right.
And I was like, yeah, man, that's
kind of what you want.
That's literally this team's identity. To me, that goes for all our goalies, including Hill. Mm-hmm. None of these guys are fucking Hill, Hart, Schmid, fucking Lindbaum. None of these guys are going to be world beaters. They're not going to bail you out if you give up crazy chances. But if you play well, they'll do their job.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair.
Yeah, Schmidt's done his job pretty well, aside from a couple games here and there. Yeah,
like when Hill does his job, he's
stats, elite. Yeah,
his stats get up into elite status. But at the same time, if the team is weak in front of him, he's not gonna hell a bucket or Shesterkin it and make those 3 extra saves.
No.
He'll give you exactly as many saves as you deserve. Mm-hmm. But yeah, shout out to Akira Schmid.
He was great tonight.
He's great tonight. He's been great all season.
Yes.
Quite literally might be the unsung hero of the Vegas Golden Knights.
He's been keeping us in this stretch.
It's not flashy. It's not sexy. It's not controversial. He's just there doing his job, and frankly,
Doing it well.
yes, but I was gonna say, frankly, well worth the price of giving up Paul Cotter.
Agreed. Yep.
Sorry, Paul.
Sorry.
How are the Devils doing?
Not great.
Yep.
Pretty bad.
Bye.
But yeah, but I know Schmidt's been great, and then obviously Hill will play probably against Philly, and then Philly, and then I would assume Schmidt's Boston, and then I don't know, we'll see. But man, 7 in a row.
Yeah.
This is
How do you feel about this team? Are we back at the top? Are we somewhere in the middle? Are we still skeptical?
defensively. This is the best we played in a long time. I think defensively, the system has been playing extremely well. I mean, Toronto's Toronto. They're gonna get those goals. That was a back and forth sloppy game for both teams. Without McNabb, this is the best defensively we played in quite a long time. Shea Theodore's played really well. Jeremy Lauzon's been playing disgustingly well.
No. Alex, we got to scratch this guy.
Hannafin, Whitecloud has been playing well. Korzak's impressed me a ton.
Very well.
Korzak's been an unsung hero on that team, despite how young he is. I feel like listeners of this podcast know my hatred of Ben Hutton. I don't hate him.
You don't need to hate Ben Hutton. But Ben Hutton's a good player. It's just
He's an offensive defenseman, like we said last week. Ben Hutton's good offensively, not great defensively. Jeremy Lauzon's great defensively, not good offensively. Mm-hmm. Ben Hutton,
and also he's been a lot better, but generally not super disciplined.
No, Ben Hutton hung Kane Korzak out to dry on that goal in Toronto terribly. So Ben Hutton, take it or leave it, but defensively, most of the guys have been playing a lot better. The top six has been disgusting.
We should bring this up. Hang on. I saved it.
Mark Stone.
I saved it just for this.
Mark Stone.
Okay.
Mark Stone. Holy shit.
My glorious king, Stoner.
Stoner is
the captain.
Dude, Mark Stone is fucking disgusting.
Marcus Stonelius.
The third.
11-game point streak. 10 goals. 8 assists. 18 points. So it's not just an 11-game streak. It is 18 points in those 11 games.
This is the longest point streak in the NHL this year.
Yeah. No. Kidding me? But David had like a 20-game point streak just now.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Longest current. Sorry, I take that back.
Well, I guess that's true because
longest current right now.
Got broken.
I take that back. Yeah,
because Ilya Sorokin, who may win the Vezina,
Sorokin's been incredible.
Shut out the Oilers. But this isn't an Islanders podcast, so we're not going to worry about that. Mark Stone,
man. It's at his.
All I'm going to say is that the smartest purchase I've ever made was before the Cup final in 2023. I bought a Mark Stone jersey.
Me too.
With the C and with the Stanley Cup patch. That shit will never go out of fashion, bro.
No.
30 years from now, I will wear that shit and people will pat me on the back and say, "Yeah, man, I remember that."
Yeah, I
remember that guy.
I bought a cup patch. I need to put that on my Mark Stone gold jersey. He's been insane. Like
he's so fucking clutch. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Like I mean, there's a lot of things you could describe it. The hockey IQ, the intelligence, the way he reads the play, the way he passes, and that's the thing. Like
everything he does.
You look at these goals that he's scoring. It's not like he's like scoring these like nasty Ovechkin snipes from the circle. Like a lot of them have just been like net front because he's like, oh yeah,
goals,
like by the way, like in case you guys forgot, if you go to the front of the net, you'll fucking score goals.
The only game he didn't score a goal in was against the Sharks.
Yeah, and we fucking routed them out of the building that night.
We fucking destroyed them.
Yeah, it's just Mark Stone is on a fucking generational run. He's he is one of the best wingers in the fucking game right now.
If he played all 82 games, he'd be on the same point pace as Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid.
Literally.
If he played every single game, he
is way better defensively than either of those guys.
Yeah.
The way that he steals pucks, holy shit.
Unbelievable, man. Like, and at his not liabilities, but at his limitations of a skater, what he can do and does.
He's the definition of like, yeah, that shit doesn't
matter.
Doesn't fucking matter. As long as you're smart and like you know like what to do with the puck, and if you compete, that's the thing. We can all talk shit about Mark Stone's skating. Very rarely do I see this man get caught on a fucking breakaway.
Yes,
because like when he sees it and he knows he has
he reads the play super well.
He'll pump those legs, man.
Yep.
And yeah, his skating form kind of looks like he's skating with concrete in his boots, but like when he sees it, he fucking pumps those legs and he fucking gets there, man.
Yeah. I mean, on the TNT broadcast, I think it was TNT, they were talking about Mark Stone and the Selke.
No, like literally, like honestly, like Stone and Marner, like those should be two of your top 3 Selke contenders.
Who else would be in it right now?
Well, they're not going to know what to do because Barkov's not playing.
Yep.
They're not going to know what to do.
What? I mean, Cirelli's been. I think I haven't watched a lot of Tampa Bay games because I'm sure Cirelli's up there in terms of defense, but it's got to be Mitch Marner's number 1 right now. Like, who else would it be?
Yeah. Well, we already blew off Marner. We got to blow Stone.
We got to blow Stone. It's got to be number 2, and so This
is the Mark Stone segment of the podcast.
He's just so good. What else do you talk about the guy? Like,
well, I feel like for Vegas fans, we know this, but people outside of Vegas, they don't know this, frankly.
Because they're stupid.
Maybe
they're idiots. Because they're just like, why would? Well, I don't want to watch a Vegas game.
Dude, Puck Empire, aka the biggest account on Instagram for hockey. He had Mark Stone off of his Team Canada roster.
Fuck off.
Stupid.
No.
Panos, if you're listening to this, you're fucking stupid, bro.
Mark Stone. It's Mark Stone. Like, yeah, maybe he won't be the number 1 top line on the wing. Doesn't matter. He'll be on the 3rd line with Sidney Crosby as a center.
I was saying, like, in the Four Nations, he literally played with Sid. And that shit went so well. We were all looking at each other like, is Sid coming to Vegas?
Yeah. It's going to go.
Is Sid coming to Vegas?
It's going to go McKinnon, McDavid, Sid, and who gives a shit? Nick Suzuki.
Yeah, no, like literally.
And then you're going to have on Crosby's lines going to be Stone and Marner probably.
Yeah. And why not? Because guess who's played a lot together this year? Stone and Marner.
Yeah.
Alex, I want to hype up Stone. This is not looking good for Team USA.
No, it's not.
This is not looking good for us.
We'll have an Olympic episode, before the end of the month because we'll have to go through the teams.
We will.
But man, Team Canada is looking unstoppable. Mitch Marner and Mark Stone, Shea Theodore.
I mean, those are just...
What do you do? That's just the Vegas players.
I said those are just the Vegas guys.
And then McDavid, McKinnon, McCarr... Taves, Macklin, Celebrini.
Yeah.
We'll bring it back to him. Kid's the Hart Trophy winner right now.
Yeah.
He's 19.
Here's my 1-2 for the Hart. Fucking Celebrini and Stone. Fuck McKinnon, man. He's got
Cale Makar.
He's got all the talent in the world to play with.
Fuck Connor McDavid. He's got fucking Leon Draisaitl.
And that's the thing with the Hart, man.
There
is people like
with this team. There's 2 different teams. Mark Stone
with and without.
Yeah. Without Mark Stone, this team is fucking directionless.
Dog shit.
And Jack Eichel's trying to keep it together. With Mark Stone, the team's fucking elite.
7-game win streak. To me, and this is kind of a sidetrack. But the Hart Trophy, it's like, okay, what is this trophy really for? Is it for the MVP to their team? Or is it for the guy that has the most points?
It should be the MVP to the team.
Exactly. And I'm like honestly, like I think there is a very fair argument this year Mark Stone should be in the top 3 for the Hart.
Yeah. I mean, it's number one for me is Macklin Celebrini.
I would agree. I would agree.
Without him scoring, the team loses. Without him on the ice, the team loses. Without Mark Stone, the Golden Knights aren't good enough.
They're not. And then you look at his fucking stats, like, God, I feel like let me bring it up here.
He is just ridiculous. He is the what? Top 3 winger in the league?
Dude, like, honestly, like...
Maybe he's number 1.
We can cut out all this blank space, but let's see. I'm just going to Google Mark Stone stats here. 46 points in 30 games.
Quick maths.
Quick maths.
Let me do it right now. You said 46 points in 30 games?
Mm-hmm.
That is the Google selections.
Google.
So you said 46 divided by 30.
I don't know if that even counts tonight. That might not count tonight.
So he'd be on pace for 125 points.
Is that good?
No. That's not good.
Is that what good players do?
You know, that's not just like a McDavid or McKinnon. But then someone's going to argue, like, well, he's not healthy enough. I'm like,
Alex Marks.
When he's on the ice, he's one of the most elite players in the league.
Alex, I don't know if you know this. I'm going to tell you this right now. Mark Stone, he has back problems, dude. This guy has back problems.
Oh, give me a break. Back problems for fucking carrying the load of a team on his shoulders.
Literally.
Like, Mark Stone is...
The GOAT.
Stoner. I fear the day he retires.
Yeah, and I know a lot of us are like, oh, yeah, that's why you signed on Marner. That's your Stone insurance policy. No.
Like, you can't remake a Mark Stone.
I love Marner. Marner will never live up to Stone.
You hope Bowman even lives up to, like, half of Mark Stone.
I know we call Bowman mini Stone. Like, no, Bowman's like a bottom 6 player.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if he has enough heart, he'll wear an A for, like, 4 games during a road trip once.
Right.
But, like, come on. Give me a break.
Yeah. Mark Stone is elite.
Elite.
Absolutely elite. And we don't want to... Let's not talk about retirement because I don't think he's even talking about that. But a guy like that you have to have on the team.
Yes.
He's always there. Team Canada, team whatever you want. He's elite.
All right. So, Mark Stone is the GOAT. Team's on a 7-game winning streak.
Yep.
But, Alex, did you see the news? Apparently, us and Boston are in a neck-and-neck race for defenseman Rasmus Andersson from the Calgary Flames. Yep. Your thoughts?
I like him in a middle to bottom pairing. I think just to get Hutton out, but I don't like in that he might take a spot from Lauzon or from Korczak because how well they're playing. But it's also dependent on how long McNabb might be out, right? So I just don't want to spend a lot of assets on him.
I don't either. From what Friedman reported earlier today, like I said, the top 2 teams are Boston and Vegas. The thought he has is that Boston can offer more, but Vegas can sign him. Mm-hmm. And that's important to him and to Calgary.
Yeah, because he can always...
He goes somewhere where he's happy.
He can always say, like, I don't want to go to Boston. I'm not going to... I'm vetoing this trade.
Or he's like, well, I'll go, but I'm not signing. I'll go as a rental. Yeah. But I'm not going to sign long term.
And then that you sour that relationship with the Boston GM and ownership of making trades and everything. I don't know. We've got Theo. Granted, these are great deals. These are like fucking.
To me, the defense has been surprisingly sound.
It has.
At the beginning of the year, when those rumors were going about, I was like, yeah, bring this guy in. We fucking need him. Look, we lost Petro. And I think that's how a lot of people are viewing this. Like, oh, well, they need a Pietrangelo replacement. Anderson is not a Pietrangelo replacement. Not even fucking close.
I'd rather go.
He shoots right.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But no, like as far as like roles in the team, like Theodore has obviously stepped into that role. Theo's the number 1. He's taking those tough minutes. He's playing defensively so fucking well.
Very.
What I would be interested in with Anderson is he has an offensive touch. He's been scoring a lot this year. Maybe we get some more scoring from the blue line.
Yeah.
You let Theo absorb those really tough defensive minutes, and then maybe Hannafin and Anderson can kind of get involved offensively a little more.
Yeah.
But like you said, I really don't want to spend too much.
No, because like if we can trade him for, like, let's say, for example, Cormier, Hutton, because Hutton can play right now.
Yeah.
For them,
I feel like they're gonna want a first.
Yeah, Hutton, Cormier, and a 2027 first, which makes me worried.
The pipeline is so
bad.
Bare.
Yeah,
and that's honestly why I feel like we struggled a lot this season so far. Is we don't have young guys.
You kind of hope on.
You put Bowman in there. He had a hot start, and then what happened?
Yeah,
like,
and then you claim guys off of waivers, but like with Lavoie, he's injured, right?
Yeah, and he's almost like 25. Like, he's not really a prospect.
Connolly,
anymore.
Unfortunately, is injury prone. Like he's had pretty big injuries so far since going pro. It's hard with him, but like if you can get him for Hutton, Cormier, and 2027 first, which I don't like really, but that's not terrible in the grand scheme of things because Cormier is still young. I don't want to trade Lucas Cormier. I love Lucas Cormier.
But he's about to age out, and like frankly,
there's no spot for him.
This is win now. We're in win now mode. Like, what's the number one goal? Get another cup while Mark Stone is still performing at this rate.
Exactly. No, agreed. And then you bring in Anderson at 4 and change. What I think he's only 4 point something. It's not that much money. And then you re-sign him, let's say to 6 to 7. Do you stomach that as a bottom pairing defenseman? Because, for example, let's look at this way. It's McNabb, Theo, let's say Whitecloud, Hannafin, Korzak, and Anderson, and Lausanne's your extra. Or whatever.
What I would say is maybe this allows you to move Whitecloud back to the bottom.
True.
Where
he'll put Anderson and Hannafin together. They have chemistry.
Whitecloud is one of those guys where he's a good top 4 guy. Like he's like a good number 4. He's an excellent number 5 or 6.
And I would greatly take a 7th Lausanne, even though I want him in the lineup.
And it would kind of be, Whitecloud. He came up with Haig as like equal partners. This would kind of be his chance to like mentor a younger guy.
Yeah.
But doesn't Korzak shoot right, though? So I guess you wouldn't put them on the same pair.
Is Whitecloud right-handed?
Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah.
That's right. So maybe like... Yeah, now you have right-handed defensemen.
Maybe you could put Theo back on the left with someone.
Mm-hmm. You could put Theo with Anderson.
There's...
Theo with Hannafin.
Yeah, we could do this all day, and I'm sure some people want us to, but I'm drunk and I'm tired, so I'm not going to.
No.
But... I'm not gonna say that Anderson wouldn't be an asset. He certainly would. He's a good player.
But do I want to spend all that?
Yeah, he good in front of the net. He's right-handed. You always need right-handed defensemen.
Yep.
Got it. He has a scoring touch.
Frankly, I'd rather
get it. I'd rather get a center.
Frankly, I'd rather pillage St. Louis.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'd rather go get Colton Parayko for 50% retained.
Yeah, or Braden Shen.
Or go and get Vinny Trocheck.
I would love
because the Rangers are
on this team.
Open for business.
Imagine a center core of Eichel, Hurdle, Trocheck, Sissons, or Howden.
Or Carlson whenever he's back.
If he comes back.
If he comes back.
I'm trying not to assume. I'm at the point where I'm
Doesn't
assuming
seem good.
At the point where I'm assuming he's not coming back. I would love it if he came back.
I don't think he's going to be back.
Me neither.
Unfortunately. So, yeah, imagine it's a lineup of Barbie, Eichel, Stone, Dory, Hurdle, Marner, and then...
You could move Marner back to the wing.
And then Howden, Trocheck, Smith, or Bowman.
Ooh.
And then the fourth line is... whoever you want, Sissons and Kolzar.
Yeah.
You could put Reinhardt. You could put Saad. You could put Bowman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Holtz. Anybody on that fourth line wing.
I'd buy that.
And the bitch part is Trocheck's
I'd pay
contract
$1 for
is
that.
nothing. Vinny Trocheck contract is like 5.5.
Yeah, if you can get some retention on that.
Even if you send back,
Well, if Carlson truly is out, even if he's just out for the regular season, that's like 3 point something.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
You don't have to retain the full 50. You can retain like 40 something %.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love that.
Yep. I would absolutely love Vinny Trocheck on this team.
Yeah.
All right, as a quick cut in here, this is Alex a couple days after the recording. Recorded on Saturday before the big news on Sunday. Rasmus Andersson traded to the Vegas Golden Knights for Zach Whitecloud, a 2027 first-round pick and a 2028 conditional second-round pick, as well as for Adam Weeb, a prospect. So a very surprising trade, kind of at the last minute. We'll have more analysis come next week, but just wanted to put that in kind of as an edit in as we're talking about this exact topic.
But I think the important thing here is we're on a 7-game winning streak. We beat Toronto. Fuck you, Toronto.
Fuck Toronto.
Beat LA. Always feels good.
I have a deep hatred in my heart for Toronto, not because of the team, because I visited there in the fall, and it was like 100% humidity, and I had light blue jeans that bled into my skin.
Yeah, you got bleach blue.
Yep.
You're like Paul Giamatti in that movie with
Frankie Muniz.
With Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle.
Liar.
Yes. But point being, I think the team's in a good spot right now. Feeling pretty good. We'll see what happens with these Rasmus Andersson rumors.
We'll see what happens with a lot of trades, because I feel like there's going to be trades happening before the Olympic break.
There will be a roster freeze for the Olympic break.
When's that date? That's right before, right?
Right before.
Like the 1st or the 4th or something like that?
Probably like a week or two from now.
Yeah.
So I think that will effectively be a mini trade deadline.
Yeah, because then when you get back from the Olympics, you only have like a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Because the trade deadline's like what, March?
Early March, yeah.
Very early March.
I really don't know, but point being, I think
things are going to move fast.
Things are going to move fast. I think we're in a good spot. I think a lot of players would be willing to waive their shit to come here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm for the first time in a month or two, I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling hopeful.
You know what we really need to do? I didn't check it out tonight. We really need to have more wins than losses.
Hey, we are above 500 right now.
We are?
Yeah.
Like true 500?
True above 500.
Okay.
So
we're in a good spot.
We were even against Toronto. Once we went against Toronto, we were 23-23. I'm pretty sure tonight put us at 24-23.
I don't feel like bringing out my phone, so I'll choose to believe
whatever
you. But okay, that's I don't want to say bare minimum, but kind of. I'll take it. I think especially when you look at the rest of the division, I'll take it. May that be the final note of the podcast. Mark Stone is elite.
Mark Stone is elite.
And if you think he's not,
fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Watch the games. Nerd. Stay gold.
Stay gold.